Welcome, Prashanth, and welcome, Kunwar Raj. So we have Prashanth and Kunwar from Safexpay. Prashanth will introduce himself about his role, and then Kunwar would do. And they have been engaged with us on the OKR and the strategy execution journey. So over to you, Prashanth, to introduce yourself and talk about the experience and all.
Hello, everybody. I'm Prashanth, and I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at Safexpay. I have Kunwar, who leads the corporate strategy and an entire vertical with me. So, Safexpay, talking about the organization, we have been into the fintech space for over 6 to 7 years, where our major role has been into pivoting, white label payments and everything into the fintech domain and everything. The background of the company has been always into innovative solutions and innovative payments. I think we were the first ones to launch, facial recognition-based payments, metaverse, and everything. When we were going through a transformational phase in our organization, we felt the need of having, OKR, this thing. The earlier, when we started, at least I started off my journey in the organization, I used to see KPIs, but then no proper objective and key results as a part of the formation. We started off this exercise in Excel actually before Profit.co came in, and thanks to my CEO, whose vision was to have a centralized OKR platform. So Ravi, our CEO, he's really into transformation and everything, and he always had the opinion that we should be going for a dedicated Profit.co, which I think big organizations, Pinaki, I would agree that do not have their own. It's always clubbed with the HR portal and everything. That's what I've seen in my previous organizations, that you do not have a dedicated OKR portal. You always have it clubbed with the HR portals, or it's always a very subdued form, and there is no proper monitoring that happens. People still stick to Excels, people still stick to their Word documents. So the organization was though going through a transformation process, but at the same time, a major of our OKRs and our entire KPIs were majorly limited to Excel, and the entire focus was how do we automate this,
Yeah.
because I was involved as a part of the appraisal and KPI setting process,
Mm-hmm.
and the template was more in terms of focusing on collaboration and multiple such aspects. But what I saw that I was through Excel, we were able to successfully do a performance appraisal, but not track the OKR in a effective way. And our focus was we need to deliver X in the X percentage as a part of the deliverables. A lot of things that I got to learn also when I donned this role is, are we actually tracking SLAs across each department? Are we tracking percentage growth across each department? The task completed versus actual task status against each department? And I think we will be very honest, we saw multiple tools, but Profit.co, we narrowed down one. One, it was earlier, though the cost for us for a growing startup was very high, but for us, we chose the features over the cost at the end of the day. If you compare the cost, 100 percentage value to the product which we saw, because it's a bundled product. We never thought that the PMS also would be so good and extensive. I still remember that organization have to build the entire PMS platforms, and it takes a lot of time. And very important is linking your task KPIs with PMS is what needs to be done, because I don't see that kind of culture being followed across many organizations. And 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 I was like, if even if I maybe go to any such organization, I would ensure that we have Profit.co tool implemented, because it covers a lot of aspects. One is proper step-by-step process in terms of the OKR, very easy to use tool, I think. Second is very importantly the support that we get through chat 24/7. I think this is something that we have been continuously relying, Kuvar and me here, have been continuously relying in terms of the support that we get 24/7. There's somebody who's there, we are using an HRMS tool I would not want to name, but there I have to write to the support staff. Once I raise a ticket at the support, within 24 hours they'll reply. Then they will raise a ticket after 24 hours. Then maybe they'll assign somebody. Then we'll have to go on a call with them. If the time is suitable, not suitable. So the entire process goes on for 3 to 5 days. But in profit.co, it's live. And that's the beauty. We have been sitting late nights, especially Kuwar, who really does a great hard work in terms of creating OKRs across the organization. He has, taken the live chat and support multiple times. Do you want to talk about it, Kuwar?
Yeah, I think the live chat feature especially was very helpful for us because since I was looking after OKRs of the whole organization, so many people had issues with it, like how to implement it or like which feature is where, how to link it. So rather than just talking to Divya every time, the live chat on the feature was very helpful because it always uh, when it gave us the instant
Resolution.
resolutions. And even if we weren't are not able to get the resolutions, they were constantly yes,
and everything for this thing. So that's the kind of thing I think we expect from the. Am I getting an instant resolution? The answer is yes. Now coming on to the planning part, like when we were planning the OKRs, we wanted our corporate strategy and departmental strategy to flow in.
Right.
And that's the unique feature that you can actually blend in your corporate strategy. You want to take strategic initiatives, you have a separate tab for that. You want balanced scorecard, you have a separate tab for that. So it's been good in terms of the entire this thing execution part. Very good thing was the organization also started understanding, no, the tool is good. We were very apprehensive in terms of the feedback that people will give to us, but we found it very overwhelmingly positive feedback that we got from the organization. One thing that really shaped our process again was our tracking in terms of this thing. One more problem that initially we failed is we already have a Jira tool for
the task
for
tracking.
task tracking. How do we blend that? And the beautiful part about Profit.co is it's just a seamless integration. We just have to connect the Profit.co tool to Jira, and I think Kuwar took that charge and did the entire seamless integration. And what happened after that was like magic, because we could see that everybody's tasks getting on Jira, getting linked to the Profit.co, which means if he completes those tasks, his KPIs are automatically getting, that's like complete automation, I would say. So that's been our experience has been pretty good. In terms of the, as I said, I think we got two support. One is a live chat support always, and of course, the support of Divya for any resolution or any upgrades to be done. She has been a constant support to us in terms of helping us elevate that platform and giving us a constant reminder that yes, we have got upgraded to a new platform. Very few people have the option that when you upgrade to a new platform, you cannot use the old platform. But as a user, I'm accustomed to using a particular platform, and giving the option of switch is something really. Even the admin settings, if I see, you always like for example, I am Prashant. I want to see or do a, I have a problem with covers something. I can actually switch. I do not have to do a again login and do what I call go again with the username password and go to his platform and see. So that is not the kind of interface that we were expecting, but we were really surprised that because I have been into tech space and payment space and I've seen a lot of platforms, but when I got to know that you really switch and actually see how many people have filled their OKRs, and it's like an investigative mode on, but at a very good stage, yes, that you have that insight, and even if there is a problem, you could fix that just by switching over the user. So yes, the experience has been good. Pinaki, we have also have had multiple conversations, be it on the PMS side or the balance scorecard. I think you also very well explained. Though we felt that we are at a very early stage to implement balance scorecard, but still the experience in terms of strategy, OKR implementation was good. And the final stage was definitely doing the PMS part. I could actually see how many people have completed versus how many have done. There were certain features which well, maybe we required but not there. But then I think Divya managed to set that features up also for us. And that's the kind of thing, the roadmap or the picture that we had, that we wanted to do a 360-degree PMS cycle. That was really good because one, I'm also seeing a behavioral aspect. I'm also seeing people can actually go and review me. Again, just sorry to take an example of my previous organization. For cross collaboration, we used to have a different portal. For taking feedback from leaders and everything, we had a different portal. And the PMS thing was done on a different portal, and the KPI setting was done. So getting that everything on one portal is good, and I think I would say Profit.co at one time should also evolve to HRMS at a point of time. I know the core specific area is very limited, and it's always good to have a niche in the market. But I would always suggest that when you have to cater to multiple audiences, you always can always take in HRMS or the HR payroll as an activity under
Absolutely.
Profit.
Thanks for your suggestion. And in fact, that's on one of our roadmap, right? So overall, on the closing note, Prashant and Kunwar, if you can just talk about the positive changes that the platform brought to you, and then what are the we can conclude that.
Okay, so on the positive changes, what we saw was one, very importantly, we were able to see the KPIs, which product, which team is performing well versus not performing well. We were able to see the leading and lagging indicators across each departmental view we had. One, what we used to do is we used to have uh, a scorecard that got published basis on the KPIs that got achieved. So let's say Department A has completed 5 KPIs, which was planned. I earlier used to do that in Excel, but after Profit.co, I saw a positive change that yes, there is competition. There is competition around that. Yes, I have to complete my KPI. I have to complete my leading and lagging indicators. So yes, definitely, I have seen that growing. That are streamlined, our operations and everything got streamlined and processes got streamlined. People started taking new KPIs so that they could develop their this thing. Learning and development was never a part of a KPI, but when they saw that my OKRs are very restricted to only this thing. With Profit.co, you have the option of setting what kind of KPIs. It's fluid. So people started putting in good amount of KPIs which were innovative, and that also was because the platform was very easy to use. So yes, on the business strategy side, we have been able to track, like for us, it has been very difficult at how to track business performance. So yes, We have been able to track business performances also on a very high level. Which what happens is sometimes we do not we go into the nitty gritties and details. Like I know कि ये team ने इतना revenue किया है, ये किया है, but the same team has that team also accomplished the organization goal also is a positive change that we saw. And definitely PMS was a big positive change. I mean, everybody wanted to see what is my final scorecard. It's like a going back to school days kind of environment where everybody wanted to see what's the score that I have got, what is the final score that I have got, what is the percentage that I've got. There's always a comparison that gets drawn. Oh, Kunwar, you have got 70, I got 80%. We like reliving that. School days has been a very positive thing. Competition, I always see positive. Some may see it as a negative impact, but I always see it as a positive. Whenever you have competition around, you always thrive better to grow. So that's been like a positive this thing. We and has it addressed our challenge? Definitely yes. I mean, we also feel if we were not going through this transformation process where we are part of a new company now, we would have never left Profit.co as a this thing. Since this we are going through a transformational process, we would always suggest our counterparts who are there, to actually see the tool and take a decision. But
Yeah.
now we are at a very early stage to take that call. So, uh, but nevertheless, I think it's been a very wonderful journey with the support of your entire workforce, uh, and especially Divya to help us set the entire PMS. Your workforce has been, running day and night to support us on chats and everything. I mean, I can understand, uh, how many organizations that you have tied up with, and this feature to give is not easy. So thanks to the Profit.co team for developing a very good platform. And I think I personally received the certificate for OKR professional, and it's been really a very good, built up program that you have given to organizations like us, a chance to understand what is okay. Today's people's understanding of OKR is very, I would say, basic minimum. I was also thinking, my understanding of OKR is pretty good. But then when you actually hear from the horse's mouth, the expert's mouth, your perspective changes. And really my perspective changed. We wanted to do a lot of things, but you know with the transformation we couldn't, but the journey has been good overall.
Okay, thanks. That would be, a
Thanks.
great feedback for us, Prashant and Kuwar.